We were just waiting, and I was getting my audio going. Hey guys, just your thoughts going into the Missouri game. How good of a defense do they have?
They have a really good defense. They play extremely hard. They're very disciplined and sound. They do a lot of things on the back end, try to confuse the quarterback, throw different looks and different coverages at us. So we've been preparing and really studying film and trying to get some tips on who's telling the coverage and what they're trying to disguise and do.
This is the first time I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dom.
Offense, I think they really have a really good D line, a good front four. I think the linebackers flow well, athletic, make plays, and I think the secondary is good. So, but I think the game plan that we came up for this week is going to be able to split some matchups.
This is the first time we talked to you guys since the announcement about Sam Pitman coming back in 24. Dominic, what was the reaction? What do y'all think about him, having another year?
The team loves Coach Pitman. So whenever Coach Juracek announced that he was coming back, the whole team was just ecstatic, excited, a whole bunch of emotion in the locker room going on after the game, after the win. Everybody was just excited to hear that he was coming back because we love playing for him. And I know he loves to coach us, and everybody's willing to do anything for him.
KJ, your thoughts?
You pretty much hit it on the head, right on the head.
All right. There's the thought that Missouri has embraced this rivalry more than Arkansas. I think it's their only trophy game. What do y'all think of that? That they've attacked this rivalry a little harder than y'all have?
It's just we look at it as a rivalry game as well. It's a trophy game, so of course it's a big deal for us, for the team, and also for the state of Arkansas as well. So we don't take them lightly. We don't take we're approaching this as a trophy game and a big game for us. So we want to come out and play Arkansas brand football, and then also just be able to be victorious at the end and keep the trophy here in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, Dominic, what do you think? Last chance for a trophy this year.
I think the team is pretty excited. I feel like even if it wasn't, a trophy game, I think that we would look at this team still the same and, play with our passion and our pride. I don't think that it being Missouri that, as a little fire, I think that the team wants to go out there and win. I think that's what everybody got their mind on.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Trey.
Yeah, Dominic, 62 yards last week, got a touchdown finally. How did it feel to finally get back on track and get some production going?
It felt great just to be able to get back in the game and get some carries and being able to finally get going after all season, late in the season. It felt good to score, even though it was a busted play, but it felt good.
You're still wearing the knee brace. You've been doing that all season. Last year, I think you took it off. At some point you took it off. What's the thought process behind that? Does it just give you a little peace of mind or something? And how is the knee?
Yeah, the knee feels great. Sometimes I do stuff and practice without it, but for the most part, I have it on just for a confidence booster to know that I can do everything that I want to do without having to worry about anything going the wrong way. So I feel like the brace is helping me gain my confidence.
KJ, what does this game mean to you? Obviously, you guys have had some close games against Missouri, but they've had Arkansas's number even before you got here.
That means a lot. It's a trophy game, and I know how big it is for the state of Arkansas to be able to have that trophy here in the state. So it's a big game. We went back and forth. It was my first start versus Missouri, so I always remember that. And just going into it, just knowing that it's always going to be a battle between both teams and a lot of scoring going on. So, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great atmosphere. It's going to be a fun game to be a part of, and we're just looking to play our brand of ball and come out victorious.
KJ, you've been here for 5 years. Have you given any thought, whether you've come to a decision or not, about your future at Arkansas, if you'll use your +1?
I haven't. I'm just focused on Missouri, and after that, then I make my decision. But right now, I'm just focused on Missouri.
All right. Thanks, fellas.
Jackson, close it out, man.
Yeah, kind of a weird question for you guys. This is going to be the Arkansas's last game on CBS, just with, they're not showing the SEC starting next year. I'm just wondering, does it feel a little extra special when you guys have played games on CBS? Is that something you guys take note of at all, or is that something you guys don't really think about?
I don't really think about it at all. We focus on the opponent. We don't just really too much put emphasis on what station would be broadcasted on. I mean, we just try to go out there and play football.
I figured, just wanted to ask. And Dom, you had a breakout game on Saturday, but Isaiah obviously did too. And Isaiah's kind of talked about learning from the other running backs in the room. I'm just curious, like, what have you seen from his development over, the season that kind of allowed him to have the breakout on Saturday?
Yeah, Isaiah has had a bunch of growth just from the beginning of the season until last week, even now. Just seeing him come in every day and then finally being able to get an opportunity to play last week. He comes in every day, asks questions. He wants to get better, and being that he has me, some guys that has experience that's been here, being able to help him out, I feel like that really helped him in the game because coming back to the sideline, he's getting information from us on what we send on the field to help him go out there and produce. So I feel like he just came a long way.
Trey, you have another?
I'm good, but I mean, I guess I could ask, this is also the last regular season game between an East and a West opponent. You guys know that? And do you care about that?
I didn't know that. That's not something that, that we look into or just know about, but we just gonna go out there and play our ball.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes we just ask questions to say you don't care, to hear you say you don't care about it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, Hudson Clark, Cam Ball. Just going, Trey.
Yeah, Cam, you've started, I think, 5 of the last 6 games you played in. You missed 1 game, I think, out of the last 6 or the last 7 or so. What has it been about your game that you've just kind of emerged as maybe a consistent starter, especially these, I guess, last 3 in a row?
To be honest, I really don't know. I guess it's just something that the coach is seeing me. I just take every play or every snap I'm given, whether I'm running out with the 1s, 2s, 3s, it doesn't matter. I just take it like it's my last and just play hard. So I really don't know.
For both of you guys, obviously Missouri's been a thorn in the side of Arkansas. Arkansas, you guys have a better record than them, and they'll still figure out a way. What does this mean to you guys from just the past since you guys have been here and just playing Missouri and, in a trophy game?
Yeah, it's a big deal, not only for this team, for the state. It's a rivalry game. I think they hate us, we hate them, and so it's a big deal.
And just to piggyback off Hud, yeah, like you said, it's a big deal, big rivalry game. I know last year we still have a nasty taste in our mouth from the loss that they gave us. I think last year Coach Pitt told us that they was in a locker room smoking cigars, and they clinched their 6th win to go to a bowl game. So, it's time we do a little payback, as one would say.
Hudson, you're a 5th-year senior. Have you given any thought to your future? I know you're walking on Friday, but have you given any thought to if you'll be back next year?
No, not really. I was going to say that, thinking for after the season, just focus on Missouri.
All right. Thanks, fellas.
Otis?
Yeah, Nate wanted me to ask both you guys, what would a win over Missouri mean for the team during the offseason, for next year's team during the offseason upcoming, a win over Missouri?
I mean, it'll most definitely be a confidence booster for sure. Like this, as one would say, this is our Super Bowl. So we plan to leave it all out on the field. We've been practicing like it every day. I'm sorry. And going into the spring, like it'll just be a big confidence booster, give us momentum going into the next season.
Yeah, and not only going into the spring, I think sending whoever's leaving off right, I think that's a big deal for this team.
Yeah. Just well, the season hasn't gone like you guys or anybody wanted, I guess, but the defense has actually played pretty well, with the exception maybe 1 or 2 games. Just talk about the improvement on the defense this year as a whole. You guys have played some good teams and played them pretty close and played pretty good defense. Talk about that.
Yeah, I think it's a brotherhood, and so we come out, we're flying around the ball together, we're having fun out there, and I think that's the biggest difference.
Yeah, like Hud said, we mainly just focus on each other. We can't really control what goes on the offensive side or special teams. We just fly our own plane, as Coach T. Will always tell us to do.
Cam, how good was it to have the same D-line coach back for a second year? I mean, that's something you haven't had till this year, man.
Man, it was lovely, you know. Coach Adams is my guy, man. We have a great bond, a nice bond. I really love having him, you know, helping me mature and coaching me up as a player and as a young man.
Hey, thank both you guys. See you Friday. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I want to ask y'all what the reaction was when Hunter Yurchek announced that Sam was going to be coming back for next year, Hud.
Yeah, I mean, the locker room was obviously excited. We were chanting, having fun in there. And so I think we're all excited that he's coming back, and I think it's good for this program.
Cam, what'd you think?
I loved it. You know, if it wasn't for Coach Pitman, I wouldn't be here. So him coming back was just, you know, it just brightened my day after that win.
Was the chant something that could be published in a newspaper?
Yeah, it could.
What were y'all chanting?
I mean, we were just like having fun, and I can't really remember, but we were just yelling.
Okay. Well, Missouri's got a 3,000-yard passer, a 1,000-yard rusher, and a 1,000-yard receiver. What's it going to be like taking these guys on?
It's going to be just a back and forth game for sure. Like you said, they have a good runner, so we put a strong emphasis on stopping the run and also stopping the pass. You know, Brady Cook is a good quarterback. He is mobile, so we have to take that into consideration as well too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quarterback does it all. He runs, he passes. They got to expose the offense, and they played some really good games. So I think we got to just prepare even more.
What do you think about Burden? You might get matched up on him a little bit.
Yeah, he's a good receiver. He does it all for them. He lines up in the backfield, lines up at one receiver, two receivers, so he does it all.
Hey, y'all, Cody Schrader's like 5'9", but I think he's rushed for 12,000 yards or 1,200 yards. What is it about him and his game, Cam, that you see?
He's a very physical runner. I want to say he's probably one of the most physical runners that we've seen thus far. He runs behind his pads most definitely, and him being is not kind of small as he is, he can hide behind his offensive lineman. And like I said, he runs very hard, and it takes a lot for him to go down, and you can clearly see that on film.
Yeah, Hud, what do you think? What do you see of him?
Yeah, he's obviously elevated his game from last year. He runs behind his pads, and he usually gets out of the first tackle, and so we just got to fill our gaps and then be sound on defense.
My last one, Cam. I don't know how close did you get to recovering that fumble that you forced against Mississippi State? Because it looked like your back was on it or something. I mean, it had to be really close because we couldn't see what was happening.
I had it. I'll tell you, if you go back and watch it in slow motion, I had the ball. And then it was just a whole bunch of like scuffling under the pile. I was holding on to the ball for my dear life. And the referee was just wanted to give it to Mississippi State. But I promise you I had the ball. Even though I was on my back, it was like up under me. I had it.
Thanks, man.
Close it out, Daniel.
I don't know. The latest rankings just came out, and Mizzou's 9th. Have y'all talked about it all, playing spoiler amongst the team, and they're fighting for New Year's Six bowls, things of that nature? Whoever wants to take it.
Not really. We know that they're pretty high ranked, just based off of everyone else in college football. But we really just take it as another opponent, and we plan for it just like any other opponent. So that's what we're gonna go out and play.
And then Hudson, Coach Pitman mentioned, I think last week, he's been kind of messing with you in practice, trying to talk to you about coming back. Just kind of what did the interactions been like with him and the rest of the coaching staff? No, I know you said you haven't given much thought, but just kind of knowing that you have a decision to make coming up.
Yeah, he's been joking around, trying to offer me Gatorade and water, and he had a cool jacket on the other day, and he said he can give me one if I come back, and just joking around.
Thanks, guys. Best of luck Friday.
Thank you.
Okay, appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.